What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Now, today on the table in front of us is a knife that is new to me, although it is not new, because, you know, sometimes you just want to rock. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. This is the Spyderco ROC, and as you guys know, I love a good cleaver knife, and this is a good cleaver knife from Spyderco. It is a Serge design. It is VG10, which... You know, I am still, even after a couple of years, am learning my way around blade steels. And I think I was avoidant of VG10 because I didn't understand the character of its qualities. But here's what I know. I do really like 154 CM. And VG10, according to all the things that I could find, and maybe you'll know different, you can correct me down in the comments, has very similar characteristics. So I'm not going to avoid VG10 anymore. Particularly not after having this for a while and playing with it and using it. This is an excellent pocket knife, just all the way around. And it is really unique and interesting looking, and I enjoy that so much. Now, I actually got this from a fellow member of BACA. We did a knife trade for it. It's very comfortable. This cleaver blade is really good at what it's for, which is everything from kitchen work to push cuts to draw cuts. It's got a coating on it. I'm not sure if it's DLC or if it is some sort of hardening paint. I'm not sure what it is, but it is definitely coated. It has a nice edge. Now, this knife was not new when I got it. It's been through, I have no idea how many hands. It is running on washers, which means that the action is a little stiff, but you absolutely can Spidey flick this thing, and that means the world to me because it's fun that way. The shape of the handle allows for really good grip, as I said. It does push you a little bit back from the blade. So this space up here, I can get my finger in there if I wanted to choke way up, but it's really not built for it. If you had smaller fingers, that might work really well. But for me, I'm far better off staying back here on the G10 and away from that point at the edge of the blade right there. Now, a lot of people say with cleavers that one of the problems is they don't have a tip. I disagree. There it is. And if you're pushing in that way, like that, this is a very stabby and fairly robust, even though it's chamfered through here, tip. So it's not going to snap off on you if you need to use it that way. I love the Spyderco. Let's try that again. I love the Spyderco wire clips. I know a lot of people are not a huge fan of these, but I am. I think they are simple and functional. It is nicely deep carry. This thing rides the pocket exceptionally well, even though it is very wide at the top of the pocket. It settles down into the pocket in a way that kind of gets out of the way. But do keep in mind that closed, you're looking at, an 1 3/4 inches. Yeah, that's a fair amount of knife up here at the top of the pocket. It is thin through the handle, which is very nice. It comes in at under, I'll do it right here, maybe where you can see it. Not including the pocket clip, it comes in at under a 1/2 inch, which is very nice. It is a good weight. But more importantly than all of that, it is a beautiful knife. It really is. Now, I don't have a lot of Spydercos. I think I have 2 or 3 others. Mostly because I think all Spydercos look the same. And for the most part, they do. This does not. And it's right up my alley. The G10 is textured in such a way that it is, it's not super grippy, but it does let you get in there and do work without it sliding all over the place. Again, this wire pocket clip creates 0 hot spots. It is a little flexible, which is something you need to keep your mind on if you have strong hands like mine, if you're doing harder work with this. I really enjoy this. It's got this wonderful stretch of jimping up here, right where my thumb lands, as you can see, that works beautifully. Otherwise, there'd be a little slippage, but it's aggressive without being stabby. I don't know. I think this is a really, really, really attractive knife. Let's do some size comparisons just for fun. Nope. First, let's do a blade length. Let's do some specs. So you get about 2 3/4 inches of cutting surface on 3 1/4 inches overall of VG10. The overall knife is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 3/4 inches long, which is a nice pocketable size, even given how wide it is at the top of the pocket. Let's do some size comparisons. What do we have on the table that's fun today? Well, all right. Let's put it up against the Griptilian, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue. As you can see, the Hogue is a much larger knife. This would be equivalent to a full-size Griptilian, and this is a considerably larger knife. The ROC is a smaller knife, which is interesting given my penchant for large knives, but it is very good. Let's put it up against something else that's interesting. Oh, well, let's put it up against our old friend here, the Rat Model 2. It is not a small knife, it is a smaller knife, whereas the Rat 2 is just flat out a small knife. And let's see if we've got one more knife that's really interesting, something fun. Oh, just for giggles, this. Oh, sorry. This is the Benchmade 808 Loco. And as you can see, well, this is just a much smaller knife than that. Sorry, I just couldn't help it. This is on the table because I'm going to do a review on it here pretty quick. Look, it's a good mid-sized knife, but its power place, its strong point, is this cleaver blade. Again, not everyone loves cleavers. I do. And so when I was given the opportunity to play with this at our Baca holiday party, and that's Bay Area Knife Collectors Association holiday party, I just couldn't pass on it. It is everything that I look for in a functional and interesting pocket knife. Will you like it? Well, I don't know. Do you like cleaver blade knives? If you do, you're going to like this. They're about $176, I think, right now. I poked around to see what they're selling for. On the secondary market, they're less than that, unlike some knives, which get more expensive on the secondary market. If you haven't had a chance to experience one of these and you like cleaver blades, check one out. I really think you're going to enjoy it. I know I do. Don't be afraid of the VG10. We've gotten to a place with super steels that, you know, if it isn't CPM 20CV or M390 or on and on and on, people are like, nah. But here's the thing. This is a highly stainless, useful blade material that holds an edge exceptionally well and is easier to sharpen than some of its really harder cousins. That is a great combination, particularly for a working style knife like this. Anyway, this has been the Spyderco ROC. As always, I've been a Therapeutic Edge. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like the video on your way out. It's down there probably, because it does help the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I would love to have you here on a regular basis. I tend to look at a wide array of interesting knives, everything from old standards to modern and funky design stuff. And I'd love to share that with you as often as you'd like. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care, guys.